My beloved child, in moments of failure, when the weight of the world seems to rest upon your shoulders and the shadows of disappointment loom large, I want you to know that my grace is ever present, enveloping you like a warm embrace. You may feel lost or discouraged, but remember that in your weakness, my strength is made perfect. It is in these valleys of despair that you can truly encounter the depth of my love and the richness of my grace. Failures are not the end, nor do they define your worth or value in my eyes. They are but stepping stones on your journey, allowing you to grow, learn, and ultimately return to me with a heart more resilient and a spirit more refined. Each failure carries a lesson, a moment of clarity that can lead you closer to the person I have created you to be. Do not fear these moments, rather, embrace them as opportunities for growth and transformation. When you stumble, remember that I am here, ready to lift you back up. My grace is sufficient for you, and in your brokenness, I can create beauty beyond what you can imagine. Your failures do not disqualify you from my love, they are the very experiences that can draw you nearer to my heart. I have seen the struggles you face, and I walk with you through the darkness, illuminating your path with my light. In times of failure, do not allow shame to cloud your vision. Shame is a thief, robbing you of the joy and peace I have freely given. Instead, come to me with an open heart. Confess your struggles and surrender your burdens. I am faithful and just to forgive and to cleanse you from all unrighteousness. My child, you are not defined by your failures but by my love for you, which is steadfast and unchanging. When you feel unworthy, remember that I chose you before the foundation of the world. My plans for you are good, and I am working all things together for your good. Each setback is a setup for a comeback. Trust in my timing and my perfect plan, even when you cannot see the way forward. I am the God who sees you, who knows your heart, and who understands your pain. In these moments, I invite you to lean into my grace. It is a gift, freely given, not based on your merit or performance. It is through grace that you find healing, restoration, and hope. Allow my grace to wash over you, to renew your spirit, and to remind you of the promises I have for you. You are beloved, cherished, and never alone. As you navigate the challenges of life, hold fast to the truth that my grace is sufficient for every trial you face. It is in your failures that you will discover the depths of my compassion and the richness of my mercy. I am like a father who gently lifts his child after a fall, wiping away the tears and encouraging them to rise again. So, take heart, dear child. You are not defined by your failures but by your response to them. Choose to rise up, to learn, to grow, and to seek my presence in every circumstance. I am with you always, even to the end of the age. Trust in my grace, and you will find the strength to overcome every challenge that comes your way. As you find yourself in the midst of struggle and disappointment, it is crucial to understand that every experience of failure can serve as a catalyst for transformation. When you feel as though you have fallen short, remember that this moment does not define you. It is merely a chapter in the greater story I am writing in your life. Each failure is an opportunity for growth, a chance to reflect on your journey, and a moment to draw closer to me. In your darkest hours, I urge you to approach me with a heart open to my grace. It is in these vulnerable moments that you can experience the fullness of my love. I am not a distant observer, I am right there beside you, ready to comfort and guide you. You may feel as though you have wandered far from the path I have laid out for you, but my arms are always open, welcoming you back home. No matter how far you stray, my grace is always sufficient to bring you back into the fold. Consider the stories of those I have chosen throughout history. Many of them faced moments of profound failure. Moses doubted his ability to lead, David fell into sin, and Peter denied me 3 times. Yet, in each of these instances, I extended grace. I used their failures to prepare them for greater purposes. They learned, they grew, and they eventually fulfilled the calling I had placed on their lives. Their stories are reminders that failure is not the end. It is often the beginning of a deeper understanding of my love and a more profound commitment to my will. Embrace the fact that you are human, and with that humanity comes imperfection. You will stumble, but it is not in the falling that your true character is revealed. It is in your willingness to rise again, to seek my forgiveness, and to trust in my grace. Remember that my grace is not a license to fail, but a safety net that catches you when you do. It allows you to try again, to step forward in faith, and to believe that you are capable of great things through me. As you navigate through your failures, take time to reflect. What lessons can you glean from these experiences? How can they shape your future decisions and actions? Failure often brings clarity. It reveals what is truly important and helps you align your heart with my purposes. Do not shy away from this process. Embrace it. Seek my wisdom in prayer, and I will guide you through the fog of disappointment into the light of understanding. Moreover, let your failures cultivate empathy within you. Each time you stumble, you become more attuned to the struggles of others. You learn to extend grace where it is needed most, offering support and understanding to those who may be experiencing their own failures. In this way, your experiences can become a source of strength for others, a testimony of my grace at work in your life. In your moments of weakness, remember that you are never alone. I sent my Spirit to be your comforter and helper. When you feel overwhelmed, call upon Him. He will remind you of my promises, give you strength to persevere, and guide you in the paths of righteousness. You are part of a community of believers who have walked similar paths. Lean on one another, share your struggles, and be open to receiving encouragement and support. Let my grace be your anchor in times of failure. It is the foundation on which you can rebuild, the assurance that you are loved despite your shortcomings, and the hope that propels you forward. As you learn to accept my grace, you will find a newfound freedom. You will no longer be paralyzed by fear of failure, but emboldened by the knowledge that my grace covers every misstep. As you continue on your journey, I encourage you to cultivate a spirit of gratitude. Thankfulness opens the door to joy, even in the midst of trials. When you focus on my blessings, you begin to see the beauty that arises from the ashes of disappointment. Gratitude shifts your perspective, allowing you to recognize the lessons learned and the growth achieved through each experience. You are my child, and I delight in you. Your failures do not diminish my love for you. Rather, they provide opportunities for you to experience my grace in new and profound ways. Remember, my grace is a gift, one that is available to you at every moment. Do not hesitate to reach out and receive it. It is through my grace that you will find healing for your wounds, hope for your future, and strength to face your challenges. As you move forward, carry my message of grace in your heart. Share it with others who may be struggling, and encourage them to seek my presence in their times of failure. Together, let us build a community rooted in love, acceptance, and the transformative power of grace. You are never alone in your struggles, and together, we can navigate the complexities of life with faith and resilience. Keep your eyes fixed on me, for I am the author and finisher of your faith. Trust in the process, knowing that I am with you every step of the way. You are loved, you are valued, and you are capable of great things through my grace. Embrace your journey, and remember that every failure is simply a part of your beautiful story. As you continue to walk this path of faith, it is essential to remember that grace is not just a concept, it is a living experience that shapes your very being. Each day presents new opportunities to encounter my grace, to witness its transformative power in your life, and to reflect that grace to those around you. The essence of my love is woven into the fabric of your existence, and it is through grace that you can truly begin to understand who you are in me. When you face setbacks or disappointments, it can be easy to become disheartened or to question your worth. In those moments, I encourage you to turn to my word, which is rich with reminders of my unending love and grace. In the scriptures, you will find countless examples of individuals who faced trials and failures but ultimately found redemption and purpose through my grace. These stories are not merely historical accounts, they are testimonies of what I can do in the lives of those who trust in me. Consider the story of the prodigal son, who, despite his reckless choices and failures, was welcomed back with open arms. His father, representing my heart for you, ran to him, embracing him not with condemnation but with unconditional love. This parable illustrates the depth of my grace, the grace that meets you in your brokenness and invites you back into a relationship with me. No matter how far you may feel you have strayed, know that I am always ready to receive you. My grace is greater than any failure you may encounter. Furthermore, understand that grace is not something you earn, it is a gift given freely. You do not need to prove your worth to me, for you are inherently valuable as my creation. Your identity is not based on your successes or failures but on my love for you. This truth can be liberating, allowing you to approach life with a sense of freedom and confidence. When you rest in my grace, you can step forward without fear, knowing that I am with you in every endeavor. In your times of failure, I urge you to practice self-compassion. Be gentle with yourself, just as I am gentle with you. Instead of dwelling on your shortcomings, acknowledge them, learn from them, and then release them into my care. Remember that I do not keep a record of your wrongs. My forgiveness is complete and total. Allow my grace to wash over you, cleansing you from guilt and shame, and replacing it with hope and renewal. Additionally, it is important to recognize that failure does not equate to rejection. In fact, it can often be a pathway to deeper intimacy with me. When you face challenges, you may find yourself turning to me more fervently, seeking my guidance and support. This dependence on me is not a sign of weakness, it is a testament to the strength of our relationship. I long for you to lean into me, to trust in my plans, and to find solace in my presence during difficult times. As you navigate the ups and downs of life, consider incorporating practices that help you stay grounded in my grace. Daily prayer, meditation on my word, and moments of reflection can help you remain connected to me. These practices will remind you of my promises and the abundant grace that is available to you. Surround yourself with a community of believers who can encourage you and walk alongside you in your journey. Together, you can uplift one another, sharing stories of grace and resilience. In times of failure, it can be tempting to withdraw and isolate yourself. Resist this urge, for it is in community that you will find strength and support. Share your struggles with trusted friends or mentors who can offer perspective, encouragement, and prayer. Vulnerability is a courageous step toward healing, and it allows others to see the beauty of my grace at work in your life. You are not alone in your struggles. There are many who have walked similar paths and can testify to the power of my grace. As you reflect on your journey, consider how you can extend grace to others. Just as you have received grace, I call you to be a vessel of that same grace in the lives of those around you. When someone stumbles, offer them compassion instead of judgment. Encourage them to rise again, reminding them that failure is not the end of their story. Share your own experiences of grace, illustrating how my love has transformed your failures into opportunities for growth. In doing so, you become a beacon of hope, a living testament to the power of my grace. Your willingness to share your journey can inspire others to seek me and experience the same transformative love that you have encountered. Together, you can build a community rooted in grace, where individuals can find acceptance, healing, and encouragement. As you move forward, I want you to carry this truth in your heart: my grace is sufficient for you in every situation. It will sustain you in your trials, empower you in your endeavors, and fill you with peace amidst chaos. You are my beloved child, and I will never abandon you. Trust in my grace, for it is a wellspring of hope that will guide you through every storm. Let each failure be a reminder of your need for me and an invitation to experience my grace anew. Embrace the journey, knowing that I am with you every step of the way. Your story is still being written, and there is so much more to come. As you continue to seek and rely on my grace, you will discover a profound sense of purpose and fulfillment. You are not defined by your failures, but by your relationship with me, a relationship grounded in love, grace, and the promise of redemption. As you journey further into the depths of my grace, it is essential to remember that your experiences, both good and bad, contribute to the tapestry of your life. Every thread, every moment of joy, and every instance of failure weaves together to create a beautiful picture of resilience, learning, and growth. I am the master weaver, intricately crafting your story with purpose and intention. Trust that each experience, even those that feel like setbacks, is a vital part of my divine design for you. When you encounter moments of failure, take the time to reflect on what you have learned. Ask yourself how these experiences can shape your character and guide your future decisions. It is often in the crucible of hardship that you will discover your true strength and the depth of your faith. Each challenge presents an opportunity to lean into my grace and to develop perseverance, which is essential for growth. Remember that perseverance produces character, and character produces hope, and hope does not disappoint. During these times, I encourage you to turn to my word for encouragement and wisdom. The scriptures are filled with promises that speak to your heart, reminding you of my eternal love and faithfulness. Verses like Philippians 4 verse 13, which declares that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you, serve as powerful affirmations of my grace at work within you. Let these truths anchor your soul in times of uncertainty, reminding you that you are not alone in your struggles. In addition to seeking my guidance through prayer and scripture, consider the role of gratitude in your life. Cultivating a spirit of thankfulness can shift your focus from your failures to the blessings that surround you. Make it a practice to write down the things you are grateful for each day, no matter how small they may seem. This exercise can help you maintain perspective, allowing you to see the myriad ways in which my grace is evident in your life. Gratitude opens your heart to receive more of my grace and fosters a positive mindset that can carry you through difficult times. As you navigate the complexities of life, be patient with yourself. Growth takes time, and healing from failure is a process. You may experience moments of doubt or discouragement, but know that these feelings are part of the journey. I am with you in every emotion, and I understand the weight of your burdens. You do not have to carry them alone. Lean on me, and I will give you rest. My desire is for you to experience the fullness of life that comes from knowing and trusting in my grace. Moreover, I want to remind you that my grace is not static, it is dynamic and active in your life. It is a force that empowers you to rise above your circumstances, to dream beyond your failures, and to pursue the calling I have placed within you. When you surrender your fears and insecurities to me, I will ignite a passion within you that propels you forward. You will discover new strengths and abilities you never knew existed, simply because you chose to trust in my grace. As you embrace this journey of growth and transformation, remember the importance of community. Surround yourself with individuals who uplift and encourage you. Share your struggles and your victories with them, for there is strength in vulnerability. When you come together with others, you create a space where grace can flourish, where burdens can be shared, and where healing can occur. Together, you can inspire one another to seek my presence and to walk in the light of my grace. In moments of failure, allow yourself to feel the pain, but do not let it define you. Acknowledge your feelings, but do not dwell in them. Instead, turn your gaze to me, for I am the source of your healing and restoration. My grace is sufficient to cover every hurt, every disappointment, and every moment of despair. Trust that I am working all things together for your good, even when you cannot see the way forward. I also want to emphasize the importance of forgiveness, both for yourself and for others. Holding on to past mistakes can weigh you down and hinder your ability to move forward. I call you to forgive yourself, just as I have forgiven you. Release the burden of guilt and shame, and step into the freedom that comes from my grace. Remember, you are a new creation in Christ. The old has passed away, and the new has come. Embrace your identity as a beloved child of God, free from the chains of the past. As you extend grace to yourself, consider how you can offer that same grace to others. When someone else stumbles, be quick to forgive and to offer support. Encourage them to rise again, just as I have encouraged you. In doing so, you reflect my love and grace to the world around you, creating a ripple effect of compassion and understanding. Your willingness to show grace to others can be a powerful testimony of my love at work in your life. In the grand narrative of your life, every failure, every setback, and every moment of doubt is an invitation to lean deeper into my grace. It is a call to trust in my goodness, even when circumstances seem bleak. As you navigate this journey, I want you to hold on to the truth that I am always with you. I will never leave you nor forsake you. You are my precious child, and I am committed to walking alongside you through every trial and triumph. As you continue to grow in your understanding of grace, allow it to transform your heart and mind. Let it be the lens through which you view yourself and others. Grace has the power to heal wounds, restore relationships, and bring hope to the hopeless. When you choose to live in the light of my grace, you become a vessel of that grace to the world, reflecting my love and compassion to those around you. Remember, my dear child, that your story is still unfolding. You are not defined by your failures, but by my love and grace that sustains you. Embrace each day as a new opportunity to experience my presence, to learn from your experiences, and to walk confidently in the knowledge that you are deeply loved. Trust in my grace, and you will find the strength to rise above every challenge, to pursue your dreams, and to fulfill the purpose I have for you. As you continue to explore the depths of my grace, it's important to recognize that this journey is not just about overcoming failures, it's also about embracing the fullness of life that I have called you to live. My grace empowers you to rise above your circumstances and to thrive in every season of life. It invites you to step into the abundant life I have promised, a life filled with purpose, joy, and hope. In your moments of struggle, it can be easy to focus solely on the failures and obstacles that stand in your way. However, I urge you to shift your perspective. Instead of viewing your situation through the lens of despair, look for the ways in which I am working in your life. My grace is present even in the midst of chaos, offering you glimpses of hope and beauty in unexpected places. Seek out these moments, for they will serve as reminders of my faithfulness and love. Consider the beauty of nature around you. Just as seasons change, so too does life ebb and flow. Winter may bring cold and barren landscapes, but it is followed by the vibrant colors of spring, where new life emerges. Similarly, your failures may feel like a winter season, harsh and unyielding, but I assure you that spring is coming. You are in a process of growth, and with each challenge, you are being prepared for the next chapter of your life. Trust in my timing, for I am orchestrating all things for your good and my glory. As you navigate this journey, I want to encourage you to cultivate resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to adapt and grow in the face of adversity. It is a quality that can be developed through a deepening reliance on my grace. When you encounter obstacles, lean into me. Ask for my strength and wisdom, and you will find that I equip you with everything you need to overcome. Remember that you are not fighting your battles alone. I am your shield and your fortress, always ready to defend and support you. In moments of doubt or despair, take a moment to reflect on the ways I have been faithful in your past. Recall the times when you felt lost and yet found your way back to me. Remember the prayers I have answered, the doors I have opened, and the grace I have poured out upon you. These memories serve as powerful reminders of my presence in your life and my unwavering commitment to you. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. If I have been faithful before, I will be faithful again.